Gonna get going. So thank you everyone for joining us today. Very excited to be here to present this project to you. Fenelon Lakes Club, we've been working behind the scenes for quite some time to bring this magical project to life right on Cameron Lake, a very unique offering. Wanted to walk you a little bit through MDM, the developer, kind of their vision with the site, and then I'm gonna get more into the specific details of Fenelon Falls and Fenelon Lakes Club. So I'm going to introduce Doug Gray, who's a principal over at MDM Developments, and he'll speak a little bit to MDM. Thanks, Doug.
Hi, Kara. I can't see myself, so I'm assuming you can see me and hear me.
I can see you. You're sitting on a beautiful balcony overlooking Cameron Lake.
Excellent. Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Fenelon Lakes Club, MDM's most exciting project so far. We at MDM have been developing condominiums and waterfront communities over the last 15 years. We've had projects in the Muskokas, Georgian Bay area, New Tecumseh, and now in the Kawarthas. Our team is constantly looking for good waterfront properties. The problem is that they're getting harder to find and more difficult to get approved for development. As my wise father keeps saying, they're just not making any new waterfront. Fenelon Lakes Club is truly a great investment. It's taken us almost 3 years to assemble, design, and approve this special resort-style community. I would like to now turn it over to Kara to go into the details on how you could take advantage of this unique opportunity. Enjoy the show, and we'll see you on Cameron Lake.
Thank you, Doug. Thank you everyone again for joining us. So very excited to be here today. As Doug had mentioned, it's extremely difficult, I'm sure we're all aware, to find waterfront property and to do something so unique as what we're doing here at Fenelon Lakes Club. So Fenelon Lakes Club, really, a high level overview of the project. It's in scenic Fenelon Falls in the Kawarthas Lakes. It's right on Cameron Lake. So you are directly lakefront property. Majority of our suites, whether you're second floor, third floor, fourth floor, or penthouse, have views of Cameron Lake from either inside the suites or from the balconies. We're gonna have 2 5-story condominiums and 20 townhouses in total. Again, we've designed this site as a resort style, all-inclusive living, and which I'll go into further detail. And the big thing here is we're only 1 hour from the GTA. So, I think for a lot of people, we're looking for getaways, something that's close, that's less than 2 hours that we can go to for the weekend. And this is a great opportunity for that, for you, your family, and your friends. This rendering here shows our pool area. So I think this is a very unique offering at Fenelon Lakes Club. So we have an outdoor pool with a clubhouse, as well as we'll have a fitness studio. We'll have billiards and meeting room, which I'll go into further detail. But again, from the outdoor pool, you can take a dip in the pool and then you can go down to Cameron Lake. You can launch your boat. You can, paddleboard, and we have all those options here for you. So a little bit about Cameron Lake. It's on the Trent Severn Waterway. So Cameron Lake is very well known for water sports. It's an ideal size with plenty of boats, but it's not too large that waves become an issue. Fishing is very popular as well on Cameron Lake. So we have quite a big range of game fish species, including bass, walleye, northern pike, and muskie. Swimming. So, anytime we're looking at a lake, you always want to know if, you can swim in it, if you can enjoy the water. So this is actually a very well-known lake for its sand bottom waterfront. So unlike other lakes in the Kawarthas or in Ontario, it's ideal for child-friendly swimming. So there's not a lot of rocks, not a lot of mud. You are dealing with the more prime sand. Hiking, so outdoor activities, is very well known. We have an 85-kilometer trail called the Victoria Rail Trail that passes through Fenelon Falls, and it goes up the eastern shore of Cameron Lake. It is perfect for hiking. It is perfect for cycling. But another thing it's really great for is for snowmobiling. So in the winter, it's an awesome trail that you can take up, and it networks to further trails going north near the village of Burnt River. This image that you see here, this is actually taken at the Locks. The Locks is known in downtown Fenelon Falls as a place where a lot of boats come and dock. Pedestrians will walk the trails. They'll go into downtown Fenelon, the restaurants, the cafes, the brewery. It's all right there. So especially in the warm summer months, this is a very popular hangout spot. So Fenelon Falls, it's known as the jewel of the Kawarthas. The reason being, for downtown Fenlin, it's a very quaint town. There is lots of cute little shops, local restaurants and cafes. Again, we talk about the trails and the parks, Cameron Lake, so all the amenities of the water that you have there, as well as sports and recreation. So to speak to that a little bit more, this is the map of Fenlin around Cameron Lake. So big thing here for those who love to golf, we have 3 golf courses, all within less than a 14-minute drive from our site. So one is 2 minutes down the road, and then the furthest time is 14 minutes. So you have 3 golf courses that you can choose from if you want to get up early and tee off. Another big thing, if you like curling, it's a 4-minute drive to the curling club in downtown Fenelon Falls. For those beachgoers like myself, I'll take my turn by the pool. You'll see me lying there once the project's ready, Fenelon Lakes Club pool. And then, maybe for a day, I'll go with my family down to the beach. The beautiful thing here is it's a 5-minute drive. It's an 18-minute walk. So very easy to walk there as well in the warm days. Another big thing for a lot of people who are looking, in our project or in this area, you might have a boat, you're interested in, docking your boat. So we will have docks on site, which I'll go into further detail about. However, we do have 3 marinas, all within less than a 10-minute drive from the site. One is literally a minute down the road. It's right down the road from the site. So it's a great place to rent a slip over the winter months to store your boat as well. Drive time. So as we had mentioned, from the GTA, we're only 1 hour. If you're talking about Toronto proper, we're a 90-minute drive. So we're an hour and a half away from Fenelon Lakes Club. So great destination for weekend getaways, summertime getaways, but easy access if you have to go back into the city. Okay. Oh, sorry. It's skipping a little too quickly here for me. So one thing I wanted to mention, and this was not planned by any of us, is Toronto Star actually in the month of March just launched, they did an article about a gem of a town. Fenelon Falls is known for cozy shops and feel-good charm. And it was a whole highlight about Fenelon Falls and why it's such a great neighborhood and a great little quaint town. So we thought we would include this here because I think it's a great thing for you to share with your clients if they're not familiar with Fenelon Falls. Again, the brewery, if you haven't been, it's fantastic. They have some great craft beers. They're very well known for their art galleries, their quaint cafes and restaurants, as well as local shops. This just gives you a bit of an idea of our finishes. So like I had mentioned, and you can see beyond, and I will go through a bit more detail, is from a lot of our suites, you do see the lake from inside the suite as well as out onto the balconies. We have designed these suites with, our end users in mind, so they are functional. All of our kitchens have islands included with breakfast bar components. We have laundry rooms in majority of our suites. I think this is a great feature considering that, we are looking at an all-inclusive resort style living. So if you come in with, bathing suit or dirty shoes, you don't track it into your suite. You can take it right into the mudroom or into the laundry room. We also have, a lot of our plans are split 2-bedroom layouts. We have double vanities in the master ensuites and glass enclosed showers, which I'll go through in a little bit more detail in the floor plans with you. But this just really gives you a good overview of the project finishes. And like I had mentioned, every suite in this in these condominiums have balconies and or oversized terraces. This is a great shot. This is where you saw Doug hanging out. This is a balcony. This is a view from one of our west-facing balconies. So you can see Cameron Lake. Now, again, almost every single unit in this building has a view of the lake from the balcony. So this is a very unique feature to our project. Just to speak a little bit more in detail to Fenelon Lakes Club, we have 33 units per condominium building. So phase 1, which is what we are releasing right away, is Balsam House. This is the building that you see here. Phase 2 is Cameron House. The plan is to launch Cameron House as soon as as soon as Balsam House sells. So we are prepared to do that release so that we can avoid disappointment for a lot of your clients. And then we have our townhomes. We have 10 along the water and 10 over here on the site. Townhomes are still being designed. Those we are planning to release likely end of April, early May. We're taking a wait list. The waterfront towns will likely be priced from about 1.5 to 1.6 million. In Balsam House specifically, and in our condominiums, they're starting in the high 600s and they range to over 1 million if you're looking at some of the corner penthouse suites. Suite sizes range from 1,000 square feet to over 1,400 square feet. As I have mentioned before, and the reason I keep mentioning this is I think it's a very unique factor, is most of our condominium suites, almost every single one, have lake views, and all suites have outdoor space. So you will have the opportunity to barbecue out on your balcony, and you can entertain from inside and outside. With every single suite, every condominium unit, one covered parking, and one locker is included. This is a really great aerial shot of the site, just to give you a little bit of context. So as you can see over here, this is Balsam House, this is Cameron House, and then we have our townhomes along the water, and there will be townhomes along the back. So this really just gives you, if you could see how dramatic the Cameron Lake views are going to be from these suites. Again, no matter what angle you're looking at, you're overlooking into the lake. So you're looking into Cameron Lake. East facing, you're looking into Cameron Lake and into downtown Fenlon Falls. West facing, you're getting the expansive views. Cameron Lake goes all the way back here. You're going to get expansive views all the way down to the lake. To give you a little bit of details on floor plans. So floor plans and pricing are going to be released after this presentation. So you should expect to get them at about 12:45, and they will be uploaded on the broker portal, and an email will come to you as well. Balsam B is a great example of one of our smaller suites, so 1,000 square feet. It's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath with a 156 square foot balcony. So as you can see, like I mentioned, when you walk in, you have your laundry room with side-by-side washer dryer. We have our expansive kitchen with island with breakfast bar, as well as the double sinks, separate dining and living area. And then you have your split 2-bedroom layout. So your master bedroom with the 2 walk-ins goes into your ensuite bathroom with double vanity. And then our second bedroom, which also has a walk-in closet, and right across another full washroom. So a great space for, you know, young professionals, young families, downsizers, it really works for anyone. Balsam L is one of our larger suites without going into the penthouse units. So it's 1,420 square feet. It's a 2-bedroom and den, 2-bathroom with 187 square foot outdoor balcony. Same thing when you walk in here, you have a great laundry room. So you can, again, take off any dirty shoes, any dirty clothes. You have your full-size washroom. You have your kitchen with the expansive island and breakfast bar area, as well as a separate pantry. Second bedroom, which has dual closets. Your den, which has a window. So it's a great space for, you know, if you want to go up for a week or two and work from home, this is a great opportunity to do so. You have a separate dining area and you have a separate living area, all with windows that wrap around. And then your master bedroom has the double walk-in closets and the double vanity here. Big thing I'd like to note too is if you really go through our plans, you'll see that the bedroom sizes and our living room and dining room sizes are quite large. So in typical condominiums, we're now seeing like a 9x9 as a standard bedroom. I think here we've done a really great job of making these, you know, very luxurious and very spacious. And our balconies, as you can see, they're all quite wide, quite big width. So very great to furnish, whether it's with a couch area, dining table, it's functional and it works. So just to talk a little bit about the price point advantage. So why Fenelon Lakes Club? So one big thing here is we're offering for a limited time is only 10% deposit versus 20%, which was the norm in the GTA. So your clients will only be required to pay 10%, that's it. And then they register come closing. Big thing is in terms of pricing. So in the GTA, the average pre-construction low rise is $1.4 million. And the average pre-construction high rise is $1 million. At Fenelon Lakes Club, we are averaging 60% of our condo units in Balsam House are priced under $750,000. So I think that is a really key factor here to talk with for your clients, as well as our average PSF is 699 versus Friday Harbor, which could be somewhat of a comparable project, is 735. And if we look even beyond that into the GTA, the average high rise is $1,126. So definitely you can see for what you're getting here in terms of price point, you're getting a lot more space and a lot more value. Key information. So as I had mentioned before, 1 parking spot and 1 locker is included with every suite. That's covered parking. The locker is actually located right in front of the parking spot. So very convenient, especially if we're lake living, you come up with quite a few groceries or you need to put stuff in storage. It's right there when you pull in. Maintenance fees. So maintenance fees are approximately 45 cents a square foot. That excludes hydro, gas, and water, internet, and cable. So that's all metered separately. That way, you pay for your consumption. But the maintenance fees for the 45 cents a square foot does include all of our amenities. Again, speaking to amenities, as you can see behind me is the outdoor pool. We have our clubhouse, which will include the fitness studio, meeting room, billiards area, and a lounge area, as well as we have tennis pickleball courts that are also located on the property. Limited time only incentives. So the really exciting stuff. So right now we are offering $20,000 off the list price. This is going to be exclusive for our VIP brokers, which is you getting in early, and for your clients. We do anticipate that after our first round of signings, this could change. So I do suggest that we get your clients submitted a worksheet right away so we can get them signed up. Big thing is only 10% deposit. I think this is a huge highlight for our site. So 5% bank draft on signing, 2.5% in 60 days, 2.5% in 90 days, and that's it. They don't know anything more until this property registers, and then they can choose if they want to take out a mortgage and fund the rest of that. Another big great incentive is 1 year free maintenance. So it's a value of up to $8,400 depending on the size of the suite. We're doing a reduced assignment fee. So regularly it's $5,000, it's going to be $2,500. Development charges capped at only $5,000. Very rare. We typically see, especially in the GTA, this is a $15,000, $20,000 price tag. So I think this is a very big highlight for a lot of your clients. And then, as I had mentioned before, parking and locker included in all suites, which those two combined is a value of $25,000. And this is it. We're extremely excited, as you can see from this rendering. Unfortunately, that is not me, but it's my sister. No, I'm just joking. But this is Cameron Lake. So this is a stunning view. This is the views that you're getting from our condominium suites, from the townhomes. Like we had mentioned, almost every single suite in this building has a lake view, which I think is extremely unique. I think the other thing to this project that makes it so unique is the fact that we are very much a community. It's a small knit, it's a residential community. So, you're getting all the aspects of resort style, all-inclusive living, but it is going to be, a tight knit community. And I think that's extremely important. We will have docks, as I had mentioned, on site so that you can boat. We'll have non-waterized sports. So paddle boards, you can, paddle boats, all of those fun things to enjoy on the water. Occupancies will be for December of 2022 is when Balsam House with Cameron House following pretty quickly afterwards.